Hey guys, I'm early tonight. Sorry I can't come on at 7. I'm doing meal prep. The whole starting of school has me all out of my schedule. So I figured since I was doing meal prep for the week and chaffles, I figured I would just show you what I'm doing. So hold on, let me see real quick. If you can see me, just tell me you're here. I'm not seeing comments for some reason. Oh, I had it on quiet mode. Let's see here. Hey, hun, will you go in and share on the Keto Friendly Recipes page? Will you share it to the Chaffles group? How you guys doing? I'm so excited. Look, look, look. I have twins. Twins. How many have you made chaffles already this week or the week before? Do you remember, was it 2 or 3 weeks ago that we had Dr. Ken Berry on and I was telling him what a chaffle was and he was like, what? I bet you he knows now, right? How's everybody doing? Hey, Helen. Hey, Elaine. Hey, Sharon, Angela, Amanda. I'm so glad you guys are tuning in. Okay, so you know what? I haven't even warmed these babies up yet. I've got 2 different, hey, Kimberly from Michigan. I've got 2 different recipes I'm gonna make. Let me tell you first of all, for those who don't know me or for those who are just tuning in, I am the author of Keto Friendly Recipes Cookbook, Easy Keto for Busy People. Let me just tell you also, one very popular recipe is the, oh, can you see that? The waffles recipe. And it is basically a chaffle recipe because the base is cream cheese. So any type of chaffle is a base of cheese or cream cheese. So this recipe, which if you have the book, it's on page 15, is one that I make all the time. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead, let's see, and get that started right now. I always make it. Hey Connie, oh, I'm so glad you love the book. Okay, so that recipe that I just showed you for the waffles in the cookbook, I always put in a blender. You know why? Because it's easy. This is my little Ninja blender, and I haven't warmed up my waffle makers. I want to call them chaffle makers. Isn't that funny? Let's see. So, look, blended. That didn't take long at all. So, I just threw all the ingredients on there. By the way, if you want these recipes, I put the link in this description so you can always go back and get the recipe if you don't have the cookbook. But if you don't have the cookbook, why not? It's like the best tool ever. Okay, so this is gonna be for my more sweet chaffle recipes. So while I'm talking chaffles, you know what? Let's talk a little bit real quick. And sorry, it's going so fast. I can't keep up with the comments. If I missed them, I'll go back and try and answer those. Let's see, Lori said I made my first one and fell in love. I know, they're awesome, right? Okay, so I have 2 because I love them. Do you need to? No. If you have an old-timey waffle maker, could you use that? Yes. I have this ancient one from like forever ago. Do you guys have one of these? You can use these too, but let me tell you the difference. Hey John, can you get the dog? The dog wants in. Sorry about that, guys. My dog wants in and it's really hot outside. So can you use these? We have the little ones and we have the big one. So what's the difference? Can you use them? You can use both. Most of the recipes that we post on the website are for the little ones, but you could easily double that recipe if you want to and use it in the big waffle maker. Okay, so the big one, it's gonna make your crust, hey Susie, it's gonna make your crust a lot thicker than the little ones. I am personally in love with the little ones. You know what, let me start warming these bad boys up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn them on. You plug them in. Okay, the reason why I like the little ones is because they make the perfect sandwich size. Really small, the portions are good, especially if you're worried about portion control. You can just cut the big ones up, but I think the biggest difference for me is the thickness of the waffle or the chaffle when you're done making it. So, hey Diane, I can see why you would use the big one in some of them, but most of these ones, I really like the thinner crust. Okay, so as these babies are warming up, here's the other tool that I gotta tell you about. I have a couple of these. One has tongs on one side and one is just this. This makes it so easy to not only lift the lid when it's hot, but also just to pull them off. You can use 2 forks as well, but I do love my handy little tools. So the difference, there's sweet chaffles and then there's savory chaffles. So my sweet chaffles in most of my recipes, hey Sharon, you'll see that I use a cream cheese for the sweet ones. Sometimes I will use mozzarella for the sweet ones as well, because mozzarella is the cheese that can take on more of the flavors and has a milder taste, so you don't taste cheese when you want something sweet. Okay, so I hear these things warming up. It doesn't take long. So the cheeses that I use, so you can use, if you're strict keto, you want to shred your own cheese because there's fillers and starches in the pre-shredded cheeses. Mozzarella is what I have. I love cheddar. I just made some chips using this one, Parmesan from Costco. By the way, they were really good. That recipe is also in the link. Crispy, oh my gosh. Sometimes when we're on keto, crispy is something I really, really miss. Hey Jill, oh, I'm so glad you love the book. Oh, Paula says your chaffle group is awesome. If you are not in the group, search right now, Keto Chaffle Recipes, and request to join that group, because we have all kinds of people in there and we're sharing all kinds of tips and tricks. Okay, I can hear these starting to sizzle, so I know they're warm. So my blender batter, so this is just a base recipe that you could do anything with. I added all the ingredients of page 15 of the Keto Friendly Recipes book. I just put it in a blender for just a couple of seconds, and it's got a touch of cinnamon in it. It's a little bit sweet, which makes for a really good waffle recipe, chaffle recipe. I also like to add, my kids really like blueberries. These have already been washed, so I'm gonna add a few blueberries to make blueberry chaffles. So let's go ahead and get this started real quick. Now you wanna be sure not to overfill these little waffle makers, because you will have a big mess. All right, so I'm gonna add a couple of blueberries on top. John, I'm making chaffles, waffles and chaffles in my mini dash. Just put a couple of blueberries. Yay. And then I set my little timer. Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes. Sorry, I hope I didn't turn on all y'all's Alexas. Okay, so the sweet waffles, the sweet chaffles, what I usually do is I cook them for 2 minutes. Anything with cheese is usually gonna be 3 to 4 minutes. So she keeps me on track, because usually I'm doing so many different things in the kitchen that I lose track of time. Hold on just a second, I gotta let my dog in. Come on. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, pups. Okay, anytime I'm in the kitchen, the dogs are at my feet. Okay, let me tell you also some sweeteners. What type of sweeteners do you use? I let the dog in.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. What kind of sweeteners do you use? So I don't know if you like monk fruit, if you like stevia. There's all different kinds of sweeteners you can use. I am a big fan of monk fruit, so I tend to use monk fruit on a lot of stuff. I also really like better stevia. This one just happens to be a cinnamon. Can you see that? Yeah, a cinnamon. Oh, it's so bright. Okay. And then stevia extract. For brown sugar, I use golden swerve or sucrin, which is golden like a brown sugar. Oh my God, these are smelling so good. And I try not to open them before the time is up. Let me tell you a little tip. When you're making the actual cheese chaffles, don't open it before it's done. A minimum of 3 minutes, preferably 4. The reason why is we see a lot of times in the group, people become impatient and open up the waffle maker before the 3 or 4 minutes, and you will see just a mess of cheese, and it's all gooey and coming out everywhere. Alexa, off. Sorry, my Alexa's done. Oh my God, look at these. Oh my gosh, guys, this is yummy. Okay, they're so soft. Look, 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 look. Can you see that? Oh my God, they smell so good. And they're so soft when they come out. This is why the spatula is nice, because it holds it. Sometimes with the softer ones, if you go for a fork, it'll tear it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple more of these, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I make the cheese ones, because there are a few tricks to the cheese ones as well. Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes. I swear
Starting now.
I talk to her all the time when I'm cooking. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. I didn't make those blueberries. This is wonderful, wonderful meal prep for the week. You do this on Sunday, you make a bunch of them. They stay pretty good in the fridge. I've had them in there for 4 to 5 days and they're fine. Okay, so the base chaffle recipe, in a small bowl, you're going to take a half a cup of cheese. So these are gonna be more savory ones that I'm gonna use for sandwich bread. So I like to mix my cheeses. By the way, if you haven't tried pepper jack, it's really, really good. Okay, so I tend to mix a half a cup of cheese. I make cheddar and mozzarella. Cheddar, if I use just that one, it's really good, kind of crispy. Cheddar is really greasy. Oh, Cassandra, all the recipes for all of these are gonna be in the link of this video, so you can get that when it's done. So the cheeses, cheddar tends to be really greasy, but it comes out nice and crispy. And mozzarella is really mild. So if you want to taste more flavor than cheese, you might want to use mozzarella if you're experimenting. Okay, half a cup of cheese, 1 egg. There we go. And the dog is right at my feet. Hey, pup. Okay, and for these, I also like to add, for seasoning, like a pinch of salt, or I like to use an Italian herb blend. So I'll just put a little bit in there. And these I know are gonna be for sandwiches, so it's gonna be just fine. We're gonna mix this until it's well incorporated. And then we're gonna make the cheese chaffles next. And this is just a basic savory recipe. I am so excited about these chaffle recipes. They have made, Alexa, off. They have just made bread replacement, keto bread replacement, amazing. Because you actually feel like you're eating a piece of bread. So here's what I have so far. Look at these, oh my God, look. Aren't those good? I wish you guys could smell them. Oh my goodness. Okay, here's the trick for making your bread a little crispy. Put just a little bit of cheese on the waffle maker, just about 30 seconds before you put the batter down. This is gonna create a nice little crust. That's if you want a little bit of a crispness to your chaffle. The other thing is, I also have recipes where we make jalapeno popper chaffles with a chicken base. I made today a chicken Parmesan. Oh, in fact, I still have a couple of them. Let me show you. These are the chicken Parmesan chaffles. Can you see those? So whenever you make a chaffle with a really heavy base like chicken or tuna, you're gonna wanna put this pre-cooked crust down because it holds the heavy chaffle together when it's really hot and you're trying to pull it off the machine. If you have that crust layer, it's just a lot easier. Okay, I'll tell you how I'm gonna reheat them in just a minute, Fritzy. Okay, so 1 egg, 1/2 cup of cheese, any kind of cheese you like. This will make 2 chaffles. So we're gonna go ahead and fill it up. Look at that. I've already got my base down. And Alexa, set a timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
Okay. Yum. Okay, so those are gonna cook for 3 minutes. How to reheat chaffles. First of all, they taste amazing cold because I've made them for cold sandwiches before, which is good, that's good to know. The other way to reheat them is if you're reheating a bunch of them, you can pop them in the oven for just a little bit. I really like to use my air fryer. The air fryer heats them up in just like a couple of minutes, and also if they're the kind like those chicken Parmesan that have cheese on top of it, I like to use the air fryer because it puts a nice crisp to them. Pizza, oh my gosh. Be sure to click on the link and check out the pizza recipe, because pizza, you can make those ahead of time and I swear the flavors set in and they taste even better the next day. So anything with the red sauce, the chicken Parmesan, the pizza ones, those are gonna taste amazing reheated, because when you reheat them, it makes the crust a little more crispy, which is just amazing. The other thing I can do, I have a Ninja Foodie that has the crisper at the top. That's a really good way to reheat them as well. So I probably wouldn't recommend putting them in the microwave, although my kids have done that too, just to heat them up real quick. Sometimes I'll even put them, if it doesn't have anything on it, I'll even put them back in the waffle maker just to heat them up again real quick, because they heat up so quickly. Let's see, so I'm not gonna open these because it's not time yet. If I open them ahead of time, because they're cheese based, it's gonna have a mess. So just be very careful. Okay, let me talk about sauces and stuff. Pizza sauce that I love to use is this Rayo's pizza sauce. Totally keto friendly. So I'm gonna make some pizza ones. I talked about the chips, didn't I? I use this cheese for chips. You can just put about 2 or 3 tablespoons down with a little bit of everything but bagel seasoning, and they make the crispiest, crunchiest Parmesan chips. I think I'm so excited about that one the most. Some other things that I add to the bread might be fresh onions, cilantro, parsley, bacon bits, anything really that you want to season them up. Oh yeah, Kimberly says toss them in a pan on the stove to reheat as well. Yeah, totally, toss them in a pan. Let's see. So there are some made with flour. There are some made flour as in Alexa off. There are some made with almond flour or coconut flour, but remember there's all kinds of flours. There's sunflower flour, there's pistachio flour, walnut flour. Oh my God, look at these. Look at how beautiful those are. Can you see that? Oh, they're darling, look at this. So here's the thing, they come off nicely because they've got the cheese crust on the back. Can you see? Oh my gosh, that's just beautiful, look at that. So these are my savory ones. I'm gonna make a few more sweet ones real quick. Let me wash my hands. Oh, sorry, pup. Let's see. Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes. Okay. So, let's talk about syrups. Oh, I love, God, it's so bright. I don't know if you guys can see this Honest syrup. I have like coconut, vanilla, strawberry. If you want to play around, Let's see, Donna says, do you ever put them on a cooling rack? You can. I don't notice any difference. I've just got them on a plate, really. Maybe on the more softer ones, the cake ones, you might put them on a cooling rack. Okay, so the syrups, if you want to play around and with some sweeteners instead of just plain sweeteners, skinny syrups is amazing for adding sweeteners. I've personally tested this and it does not affect my blood sugar. I'm so happy about those. These taste absolutely sinful, so I was really worried that they might give me a spike in glucose, but they don't, so I'm so happy about that. Okay, I wanted to just jump on and show you guys how I make the chaffles. I'm sorry I said your Alexa. Yeah, if you're looking for a dash, you might have to wait a little bit because Amazon, I think, is running behind on stock. You might go to Kohl's. I've seen them at Kohl's. I think somebody mentioned that they might even be at Kroger at a really good price. I think somebody else mentioned the Home Shopping Network. Do this. If you guys are really interested in all of these recipes, go join the Keto Chaffle Recipes group. It's a group that's personally run by this page, by me, and we share all kinds of tips where the machines are on sale. We're even testing new machines. We're testing some of the machines that have 4 different chaffles. I've got a corn dog maker. We have Twinkie chaffles that we made with the corn dog maker. Alexa, off. So, yeah, join the group because you would really love it. Look at this. Where's my little... Okay. Okay. I think that's about... Oh, no, I got a couple more. So what's your favorite chaffle recipe that you've made so far? Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes. I want to hear some good recipes.
Starting now.
Oh, Paula Jean says she's in the group and she loves the Keto Chaffle group. Keto Chaffle Recipes group. What was the kind of syrup again? The syrup was Chalk Zero. Chalk Zero for a syrup that goes on top of it, or if you want a syrup to sweeten it, I really like skinny syrups. That works well. Or any type of these flavored ones. Stevia has flavored sweeteners now that are drops. Lisa says, what's the group called again? The group is called Keto Chaffle Recipes. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys something. I've had a lot of people asking me where I get those cute little cake plates because I made a birthday cake. And I found this one. I haven't been able to find the ones I bought before, but I found these at the dollar spot at Target. This one was $1, the mini one. And this one was $5. Like, how cute is that? And then look at this. Fits perfectly to make your cake. So these are where I make my sweet ones and I'll load them up with frosting. By the way, there's recipes in there for the frosting. But look at that. You can make a cake out of the chaffles. So at the dollar spot, if you're at Target next, you might want to check that out. I've got a couple of cute little plates. But these I can't find anymore. I think I got them at Hobby Lobby before all the Christmas stuff started coming out. Let's talk about cleaning the machine when it's done. Oh my God, I wish Dash would have made one with interchangeable plates, but what can you expect? Like, it's a really inexpensive machine, right? So one thing that I do to clean the machine is right after I'm done and I've unplugged the units, I will take, let me see if I could show you. I will take, hold on, Alexa, off. Let me get these out real quick. I'll show you how I clean them real quick. In fact, I'll do it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and unplug these units, turn them off, and I've already got double layers of paper towels. These are not sopping wet, they're damp. And then what I do is I just lay them on the unit and shut it and wrap it up. What this does, this loosens all of the grease that's built up in it, and then it basically wipes clean. So that is a super, super helpful trick to cleaning your waffle maker. The other tip is if you've left it there, or if your kids have made these and left them a mess because they've overfilled them, these are two things that I use to clean them. This is just a little painter sponge, and it gets nicely in between the teeth of the waffle maker. And then this is a toothbrush, a brand new one dedicated to just cleaning things in the kitchen. Brenda, you couldn't find the Facebook group? If you go to facebook.com/groups/chaffles, that's the group. I will go ahead, and when this live is over, I will go ahead and put the link to the group in the description. I also use this toothbrush, brand new, dedicated to just cleaning these machines. If there's gunked up crust along the sides, I will try and get that while it's still a little warm, so it's not set in. So that's cleaning it. Put a damp cloth, use those tools. We have got the most amazing chocolate cake chaffle recipe in that link. If you're starting with one and you love chocolate, try that recipe. Oh my gosh, I think that one might be my favorite. One of the other recipes that we have is an Italian cream. That might be my second. Well, that one, no. The birthday cake, I think, might be my second because it's light, it's not so heavy. Yeah, that might be my second. Let's see. Okay, I think that's it for making chaffles. It's so easy, right? Okay, if you guys caught the live, if you're just watching replay, hit replay. Join the group. Please come and tell me hi in the group and tell me that you caught the live. I would love to meet you and chat with you about chaffle recipes. You guys have a good evening.